Meghan Markle arrived at David Foster's farewell celebration, but within moments, the night appeared to become a red carpet power struggle, and one cold walk past left an outstretched hand hanging, a smile stiffening, and the cameras capturing an absolutely brutal public snub, instead of quietly entering and allowing the evening's central figure to command his celebration. The footage seemed to show directions being issued and positions being managed. Was this confusion beneath flashing cameras, or a revealing glimpse of an obsession with controlling every frame? The awkwardness was impossible to miss.
From Meghan Markle, though, she's had this awkward red carpet encounter with music producer David Foster, who appeared as though he was walking past her without even really an acknowledgement.
Meghan Markle publicly snubbed by David Foster. Let's look at this. David Foster, who Harry has said is a father figure to him. They're at David Foster's event, and he just ices her. He blanks her. Harry lets it happen.
David Foster and Catherine McPhee in Canada for their charity gala was not surprisingly a complete mess for Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Meghan, look at this. She just can't help directing traffic on a red carpet, can she? When a picture tells the real story, the Fosters cannot stand Meghan and Harry.
It is extraordinary. If you look at this footage, it does look like an ouch moment. It sounds as though Meghan Markle's there to greet this Hollywood legend. It does seem to be that Meghan was being ignored, first of all. He sort of looked straight through her. And it does look like a sort of deliberate snub. Obviously, they've reached out to the Sussexes and others to comment, but they refused to do so.
Meghan Markle has an extreme case of main character syndrome. Basically a situation where somebody thinks they are the main player, the protagonist in the story of their lives and the lives of everyone around them.
Meghan Markle ignore her open hand completely and leave her stranded with a fake smile on the red carpet. It was barely a minute after she'd stepped out of the car. She was already directing traffic and telling the actual host of the night where he ought to be standing. The tension deepened as the directing continued. A man with 4 decades of experience, 16 Grammys, and a building carrying his name hardly needed instructions, yet the moment looked more like stage arrangement than greeting. Then came the icy response. No visible warmth, no acknowledgement, apparently not even a glance. He moved toward his chosen position while the unanswered gesture remained behind like an embarrassing clue.
I just get the sense that Meghan Markle just tries to do whatever she can to bring attention to herself and act like it's just so casual, but she's still attempting to do it. She also is still attempting to direct people because, again, this is a film production of her life, guys. So she needs to direct people as to where to stand, because apparently a producer who is in his 70s and has been in the entertainment industry for years and years, he apparently doesn't know how to stand on the red carpet. He needs Meghan Markle to direct him because she is the ultimate director.
She also is still attempting to direct people because, again, this is a film production of her life, guys, so she needs to direct people as to where to stand, because apparently a producer who is in his 70s and has been in the entertainment industry for years and years, he apparently doesn't know how to stand on the red carpet. He needs Meghan Markle to direct him because she is the ultimate director.
He isn't even looking at them, right? Does not look at them whatsoever. And you see here, Megsy not happy. Opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever. She is absolutely steaming mad. All those cameras, she just got snubbed on the red carpet by the gentleman who has literally organised the charity gala event that's in his name, the David Foster Foundation. What a massive embarrassment for Megsy.
40 years, and this was the finale. The polished photographs concealed the discomfort. Victoria, British Columbia glittered that Friday night, with black tie guests paying $5,000 for one seat or $20,000 for the weekend, yet strange choreography unfolded around the carpet. Behind every pose sat the same question. Who was this evening meant to celebrate, and why was attention pulled elsewhere? That's the polished version that made it into the wire photos. Here's what actually happened in that room. Victoria, British Columbia, a Friday night, black tie, $5,000 ahead or $20,000 for the whole weekend. The cause was deeply serious, helping families whose children needed transplants. Gabby emphasized the extraordinary result, millions raised in one evening. Yet the spectacle surrounding the arrivals threatened to overshadow that purpose, making every staged-looking gesture more uncomfortable. 40 years of a man raising money for families whose kids needed transplants. What happens that the good news, Gabby, I always like to try and look at the positive thing as well, is that the night it raised of 14.5 million Canadian dollars was about 10.5 million US dollars for children needing organ transplants. So I think from that point of view, there's the positive side. Every paying guest was reportedly already inside when Harry and Meghan arrived, and the situation began looking like a separate production inside somebody else's milestone event. Group photographs were arranged, a hallway walk was recorded, and Harry appeared in carefully collected footage while the photo line stretched on. Nancy Sidley highlighted a revealing detail. Before that corridor moment, the walking stopped so an assistant could produce a phone and begin filming, explaining why Harry appeared farther ahead. Suddenly, the laughter and supposedly spontaneous entrance looked far less spontaneous. David Foster and Catherine may have understood that a royal connection would generate headlines, but the images raised a harsher question. Had attention become the evening's real currency? The corridor performance and announcement that a nearby husband loved bagpipes reinforced the sense that everyone else had become supporting characters. As cameras followed every step, reality was preparing a colder answer. But the deepest embarrassment had not arrived yet because the evening was only beginning, and the next sequence would make this snub look tame. That colder answer unfolded inside, where the corridor performance attracted ridicule. Meghan laughed for the camera while somebody followed recording every second, and Britney questioned why Harry, with memories of Balmoral, could not speak about bagpipes for himself. The criticism was savage. More energy appeared to go into manufacturing a hallway moment than supporting the children at the center of the gala. Then Adam Levine performed, and the spectacle intensified. Meghan Markle reportedly stood near the stage dancing, clapping, hollering, and checking the room, while Harry remained seated with the expression of somebody desperate for the performance to end. Commentators claimed Meghan Markle wanted Harry to join her, yet he refused. That refusal felt enormous because the photographs were already secured, the arrival documented, and still the spotlight chase appeared unable to stop. The red carpet evidence made the pattern worse. Foster and his wife allegedly had to squeeze into their photograph because the visiting couple would not clear the frame. Critics accused Meghan Markle of manufacturing warmth, while David Foster, who plainly knew where to stand, ignored the attempted direction. Mean Markle became another mocking label as viewers divided between a devoted minority and a larger group claiming the performance looked artificial. Then, wardrobe comparisons exploded. The Veil Between Us argued that Zarkle echoed Princess Catherine with the cape dress while Harry mirrored Prince William in velvet. William and Catherine entered the conversation, and an image of Prince William fidgeting with a scarf resurfaced, creating an uncomfortable comparison between the Prince of Wales and the Canadian producer. Different continents, similar avoidance. But the arm gesture had appeared before. At a Cento Polo ceremony, Prince Harry stood beside Dr. Sophie Chandoka, chairwoman of the charity created with the Prince of Lotho, when Meghan allegedly asked her twice to move. Dr. Chandoka reportedly ducked beneath the trophy to reach the assigned position, and footage from Miami went viral. The controversy deepened when Prince Harry left the organization amid conflict involving Dr. Sophie Chandoka, the Duke, and Meghan Markle. Some observers theorized that Chandoka was moved because Sophie wore a glamorous white dress. Whether jealousy was involved cannot be established from images alone, but critics saw the same reflex: arrange everyone else whenever a camera appears. The personal history made the confrontation sting harder. Catherine McSway and Meghan Markle attended the same school, while David Foster had reportedly helped Harry and Meghan find refuge in Canada during Megxit, before the move associated with Montito and the wider Megxit rupture behind the Queen's back. Yet that support seemed forgotten when the outstretched hand received nothing. Worse followed when Catherine McKay appeared to speak with Meghan, only for attention to remain fixed on David talking with Harry. Another arm crossed the frame, apparently blocking Catherine. Two people seemingly frozen out during one celebration. David Foster and his wife turned an awkward moment into an alleged habit. The evening nevertheless raised $5 million, including $4 million gifts and numerous donations above $100,000. David celebrated a remarkable result, but the source questioned whether any personal contribution or Archwell Foundation donation came from the couple. No evidence in the footage proves they donated nothing, yet the contrast was devastating. Enormous attention collected, while no visible gift was identified. Because the money entered a restricted fund for transplant families, the unanswered question lingered brutally. Was the worst moment the apparent snub, the polo stage shuffle, the blocked conversation, or the possibility that content mattered more than the cause? The cameras stopped, but the pattern fairly interpreted or not kept screaming. Tina may have ended the video, yet the controversy was nowhere near finished.